Hello and welcome to Elite Geospatial. Today, still on raster analysis. In the last two videos, we'll look at how to clip raster to our particular option extent. So this video, we're going to look at how to generate slope from DEM. Now we have a DEM file here, so we'll look at how to generate the slope. I'll be using the slope tool in ArcGis Pro. So at the end of the day, we will also check how to see our metadata. Let's say you have this data after you've generated the slope and you forget maybe a year or two, you've forgotten the parameters you use in generating it, whether it's a percentage or a degree. You can also check the metadata to see that. But before we proceed, I'd like us to look at what really makes someone create a slope on percent or on degrees. Now, we're going to look at the major difference is, I think, just simple. In one sentence, I'll just summarize the major simple. When you're using degree, you know that majorly it's going to be used for terrain analysis and all of that. While when you're using percent, it's going to be basically used for engineering. So you just know this little difference, and then that will solve a whole lot of issue. Okay, so I'm going to be using ArcGis 10.4.2, and like I've said, we're going to use the slope tool. But few things I want us to also note before we create the slope is that when your coordinate system are in a geographic coordinate, that is longitude and latitude, just like this very one, because this is WGS 1984, then you should use geodesic option, and if you are not going to use geodetic section, then you have to project it in order to be able to use it. All right. In the next video, I'm going to explain the difference between geodesic option or geodesic method and planar method. I'm going to explain their differences and all of that. But for this, we're just going to create. All right. So let's start creating, as I will discuss other things. So you, like I said, you always come to analysis and go to tool, and then this time around you're just going to search for slope. Okay, so you're searching for slope, just like you've known in ArcGis desktop. So this one is a slope, so we just click on this one, and here our input is going to be this, which is the only thing that is there. So let's leave the output where it is. Now, like I said, whether you're going to use, if you're going to use this for terrain analysis, like maybe you want to do SPI, you want to do TWI, you want to do any of the terrain analysis, you need to use the degree. But if your analysis involves engineering kind of analysis, then you use the percent rise. So let's assume we're using it for terrain analysis. So we're just going to click on degrees. Now the method, like I said, geodesic. So we're just going to use geodesic. So what is it warning us about? That it doesn't have vertical unit. Yes, this is another thing. Most of the times, whenever you choose this option, you'll see that it's always asking for vertical option. Now the reason is it's always having, because I said it takes note of the undulations, the curve aspect of the earth. This other one takes note of the flat surface of 2D flat surface of a small area whereby the curve aspect of the earth is negligible. Okay, so that's why it's asking you for z value, but it's not an issue. So we're going to change this, and we're going to give it a try anyway. We're just going to give it a try with the geodesic method, and then we'll click on run and see. So it created for us. Now, this is our slope. But before we go, I want us to try something again. Now let's change this and create it with the planar option. And let's just add something to this. And then let's create and see whether they are of the same or not the same. So let's look at it. So from here we can see that they created virtually just like small minor kind of shift, but virtually you can see that it looks like it's the same thing. But this is the purpose to which what planar method and geodesic method is for. So thank you for tuning in today's. We're to do one more thing, which is to check if, let's say, peradventure we forget thank you for watching today's video on slope. So I'll see you in the next video where we'll look at another interesting thing outside of what we've been doing. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.